and welcome to Knorr Taste Quest Season 3. My name is Marion. Last week on the show, our top 14 got to learn from the masters, Dr. Roberts and Chef Freggs. They improved their skills and they also learned some tricks of the trade. But today on the show, the game changes because for the very first time, our contestants actually get to cook. So it's going to be really hot in the kitchen. It's Knorr Taste Quest Season 3. Welcome to the masterclass. Welcome back to Knorr Taste Quest Season 3. It's the masterclass, and today the cooking starts. But let's first meet our judges. I'm going to start with our head judge, Dr. Roberts. Dr. Roberts, it's good to have you on the show. We also have Chef Freggs in the house. It's great to have you.
How are you, ma'am?
And we have our very first guest judge, Chef Imoteda. It's great to have you, looking amazing.
Good to be here. You look great. I want your
Thank you.
dress.
And of course, we have our final 14, our top 14. They will be cooking for the very first time today. So please, a round of applause for our top 14. Now today they cook for the very first time, and what's exciting today is that the challenge they're going to take on is the challenge sent by you, our viewers, via social media. From Kaduna, Aisha Yusuf has asked that our contestants use gari to make an appetizer, a main course, and a dessert. From Lagos, Chinwe Egu has asked that our contestants make a simple chocolate mousse for dessert, but there's a catch. They have to use their hands to beat the egg whites and not an electric mixer. And finally, from Port Harcourt, Steph Don Okorego has asked that our contestants make anything from these ingredients: corn, dry pepper, groundnut, and cabbage. So, are they ready for the challenge? We'll find out real soon.
My Knorr cubes are here.
And the flavor is up to 3 times meatier.
3 times?
Yes.
I can't wait to start cooking.
Joyce, what special flavor do you put in your stew? And how come you're always having so many customers?
It's the Knorr cube, so
No?
the Knorr cube's flavor is up to 3 times meatier. Taste some.
I think I'll have some more.
Taste the Knorr difference with up to 3 times meatier flavor.
At ShopRite, we're dedicated to offering you the lowest prices in Nigeria on local and international brands. We also bring you farm-fresh local produce, a wide variety of meat, and oven-fresh bakery goods daily, so you can find everything you need under one roof. We buy up entire crops from farmers and set up long-lasting relationships with local and international suppliers, so we can pass the discounts back to you, our shopper. With over 1,000 stores across the continent, we're Africa's largest retail supermarket group. This means we can buy in bigger bulk than anyone else to help you save on the things you really need, so you can afford that little extra every time. Little wonder we're one of Nigeria's fastest growing retail supermarkets. ShopRite, lower prices you can trust, always.
Are you one of those people who think cooking gas is very expensive? Do you prefer kerosene stoves or firewood because you think they are cheaper options? Let's do a little experiment. Now, kerosene sells for between 65 and 150 naira per litre. Let's say one household uses just a litre every day. That is 30 litres for 1 month at the cost of about 4,500 naira. Did you know that just a 12.5 kilogram cylinder of Total gas that costs 3,200 naira could last the same household for the same 1 month? That's 1,300 naira saved. Be wise. Good cooking gas will make your cooking less stressful, and it may just make your food taste better. Switch to Total gas today.
Total, committed to better energy.
Contestants, congratulations once again. Thank you for being with us today. You heard what the presenter said. You have tasks today given to you by our viewers. You're going to do simple 3-course meal. Each of your courses must feature gari. So gari in your starter, gari in your main, and gari in your dessert. For your main, you have chicken, a must-use ingredient, along with your gari, groundnuts, corn, and cabbage. Your dessert is a chocolate mousse, will feature otarodo, the medley of fruits that you have in front of you, the grapes, the pineapple, the lemon, the pear, and also the coconut. And your starter will be gari, sweet peppers, and the garlic chives. So once again, 3-course meal, you have 1 hour. Gari must feature in all 3 meals. You're going to plate 4 plates. You have 3 sets of plates in front of you. The big square plate or rectangle plate is for your main. The smaller, thin one is for your starter, and the bowls are for your dessert. Remember, chocolate mousse, we have taken all electric mixers off the set. And your time starts now.
Still to come.
My lord! Every hair on my body's being singed.
Ladies and gentlemen, one starter, one main, one dessert, and you have 25 minutes left. Thank you.
My lord! Every hair on my body's being singed. What's wrong?
Ladies and gentlemen, you have 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. Thank you.
Alright, we see some kind of filter. What's happening to your mean? Your chicken is still raw.
Everything is still raw. Chicken is raw. The chocolate is raw, melting away, and everything possible.
You'll be done. Alright.
Yeah, less than 10 minutes left. Mr. Joseph, sir, how are you doing?
I'm cool.
What are you cooking for us?
This is a canopy prepared with flour and garlic.
It's a canopy. A canopy.
Canopy prepared with flour and garlic. Topped with stir-fried vegetables.
Okay.
And a chicken portion prepared with the granite and the garlic.
Okay.
And will be served with the stir-fried rice.
Okay.
Yes, but because of time, I wanted to get a sauce to go with this. But it seems we all find out. time wouldn't allow me, but let's see how it goes.
So are you saying that your time wasn't managed as well as you'd like?
I didn't really get certain things I thought I would.
But we can't see your chicken.
Chicken is right here.
Okay, right there. Okay.
It's this chocolate. I can see.
Yeah, your dessert.
My dessert is coming.
It's coming there slowly. Oh, sorry about that. Get
if it's too hot, just put it down.
Okay. All right.
Okay, all the best. There's no more time.
Thank you, sir.
I see somebody sweating, shitting. But maybe I shouldn't say shitting.
Chef Rex.
Do you have a towel?
Okay.
That's Chef Rex.
I think
how's he doing here?
He's working up a sweat, but he's got some stuff down. I see his dessert is bubbling away. You haven't touched your fruit at all. Your fruit?
See, your stripped off.
Ladies and gentlemen, time is almost here. You have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left.
What's that one?
Ladies and gentlemen, remember when we say stand back, it means stand back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand back. Stand back.
Still to come.
Do you see?
It's not that bad. Come
no, my
on.
chicken is that hard.
I just gave up and attacked it with my hand.
Look, it's not that bad.
My Knorr cubes are here.
And the flavor is up to 3 times meatier.
3 times?
Yes.
Fun. I can't wait to start cooking.
Joyce, what special flavor do you put in your stew? And how come you're always having so many customers?
It's the Knorr cube, so
Knorr?
the Knorr cube flavor is up to 3 times meatier. Taste some.
I think I'll have some more.
Taste the Knorr difference with up to 3 times meatier flavor.
Well done, all of you. Unfortunately, I see that a lot of you have either half plated or 0 plated plates of food. So we hope that we can find something to taste. You had 1 hour and a very simple task. If we call your name, please come forward with your plates. Ugochi. Ugochi,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Have you been able to visit the different ShopRite branches since you've been in Lagos?
Not yet, but I will.
Okay, remember there are 4, so you have to go to all of them.
Okay.
And we asked you to plate 3 plates, and I see you've done us 2.5, as it were. Now tell us, what is your starter, please? What's your main and what's your dessert?
My starter is corn pudding
Okay.
with chocolate gari.
With chocolate what?
Gari.
Okay.
and just the red pepper for aesthetics.
Okay. And then your main?
My main is eba with white vegetable soup.
Okay. And your dessert?
My dessert was supposed to be a mixed fruit and cheese chocolate recipe, but I wasn't able to finish it.
Okay. And what part of this mixed cheese chocolate recipe is a chocolate mousse?
It was supposed to be the background, and then the rest of the mixture was supposed to go into it.
Chef Imoteda, what do you think?
Sorry, I'm still trying to swallow the chocolate gari. It's a little difficult to get through.
The best thing I've eaten here is your chicken. The chicken is nice, is delicious, it's succulent. The vegetable soup has too many bones from the fish you used. You didn't take time out to remove the bones. The corn thing was actually really nice, but it didn't feel like a complete dish. And unfortunately, there's not really much of dessert for me to judge.
Can we have Hawa, please? So Hawa, tell us what you have cooked. I see that you only managed to do 2 out of 3. What have you done for your starter? What have you done for your main?
For my starter, I have soup, and I've mixed everything which was required to put in it, and then I just put a little gari in it to give it, a base so it could thicken, and then I've plated it with the peppers, the big peppers, just for a beautiful look and all of that. You could give it a taste; it's quite lovely. And then for the main course, I have, I've done gari, I've mixed gari, which in essence is eba, but I put some corn in it just to give you a different taste. And then since we were mandated to use the cabbage, I've used that as a base for it. Of course, cabbage can be eaten raw, so you can always just chop that up and use it, put some of the soup on it. And then the peanut paste, blended all of that together, and some roasted chicken.
All right, let's taste. Sorry about your hand, by the way.
Oh.
So next time, be careful with the gas. Don't leave it on too long.
It's never a Joy Luck Club.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember we talked about this at one point or the other, that of all the meats that you don't want to cook raw or medium is poultry. And your chicken is still very pink.
I was trying to ensure to get, roasted again. So well done.
What's in your peanut sauce?
Well, I've used the basic stuff: pepper, a little thyme, and what do you call it now? Crayfish as well.
Okay.
I like your soup.
Thank you.
It's got flavor. I love pepper, so I like the extra. I wouldn't have done it as a cold soup. It does have a lot of flavor.
It was supposed to come off, still timid, warm a little bit, but due to time.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted it as a cold soup.
No, it has gone cold.
Okay.
No.
Miss Lindsay,
yes.
What have you done for us here? Tell us.
For starter, I made sweet peppers with the gari, fried it in butter, and some Knorr cube.
And you call that what?
Like a couscous theme starter, but substitute, I used gari instead of couscous. Gari salad.
Fair enough.
In this presentation, I would have liked some sort of sauce, something to help it go down a little smoother.
I know something that is helping me go a little smoother. My saliva. That's all that's pushing it down. And I need so much water.
But people, let's be honest though.
It tastes good.
It does taste good.
Yeah, I was going to say mine is a little under-seasoned, and I'd have preferred it maybe you give me a little piece of chicken. You had so much chicken. You could have given me a little piece of chicken. It's just something, and if this was a topping and there was a little sauce, it would have been bam on the money. But right now, it's just Gary and me against the wall.
And what's in your main?
The chicken, I grounded gari with groundnut to get blended it together and then use it to coat the chicken after I rub it.
And you boiled the cabbage, sorry?
Sorry, I steamed it, yes. And the corn.
I think for me, I have a proportion issue with your main. The cabbage just tastes very good, actually. But then you have a. It's supposed to be a main, and it's almost to me like a starter. Okay, correct?
More like amuse bush, but
there you go.
Exactly.
Trying to amuse us, Mr. Canopy.
So
I see you have enough to shade all of us. Just put it like this, and we can stand under. Why this big gap in your plate, might I ask?
actually, I intended preparing a little sauce to go with that, and somehow time
eluded you.
Yep.
So tell us what you have done.
For the appetizer, I prepared a canopy prepared with flour and gari base and the stir-fry vegetable.
Okay.
With the gari also part of the stir-fry.
Okay.
And then for the main, I have fried rice and roasted chicken prepared with the granuts and the gari mixed with Knorr as my seasoning.
Okay.
And every other thing too, as well as the seasoning of Knorr.
And your dessert?
Yeah, for the dessert, I have the chocolate mousse with chopped fruits in there. And of course with the Knorr to season a little bit.
So really what you have done for us is made us a very thick undercooked pancake with raw vegetables and gari on top. In a nutshell.
The vegetables were actually stir-fried a little, but not to perfect doneness.
Your fried rice is so bland. So very... Did you use the Knorr?
Yes, of course I did.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. While they not taste good, if there's an abundance of anything, it's Knorr.
Yeah.
And you just decided to actually use everything in the chicken crust because all I can taste is salt. Your chocolate's burnt as well, so the oil has separated, and that oil has become bitter. Yes, the fruits are in there, but it's funny enough. I know it's gloopy, but it's a nice soupy consistency, but it's bitter and it's not doing anything for the dessert.
Mr. Davis.
Sorry.
I think you need to take a career in football.
So much shade. Like we haven't tasted
the food.
All the shade, I love it. So tell us what you make for your starter.
My starter is my own take on chicken piccata.
Exactly, I don't know what chicken piccata is.
Seared chicken, which I then braised, using some whiskey to deglaze some of the juices from the seared chicken.
You know what's killing me? There's this hope in his eye that if I talk a lot, it will taste nice. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. There's no hope for any English. Don't tell us the glazing and... Okay. Just tell us that you make some chicken.
So how many percent proof was the whiskey that you used to deglaze your pan?
Percent proof?
Yeah.
I didn't check that.
You didn't
I just drizzled a little bit on it and then braised the chicken in it.
And just deglazed the pan.
Yeah, and then braised the chicken in it.
See, Moshe Davis.
So.
It's good. Okay. Make some chicken. Piccata or no piccata.
Okay.
It's good.
Victor.
Sure.
Tell us what you have done for us. Starter, main, and dessert.
For my starter, we have a deconstruct, eba, and mixed vegetable.
A what?
Deconstruct.
Eba, Gary.
A deconstruct. What's a deconstruct?
Okay, I basically didn't serve the whole, and they're in little pieces.
So you deconstructed it.
That's what.
What's inside?
Okay, then it's served with a pan roast vegetable, like sweet peppers, stuffed with chicken, a chicken soup, basically.
Okay. And then for your main?
For my main, I have lasagna, Knorr lasagna infused sheets, served with pan-seared roast corn on the cob, which I also served with seared chicken on a cabbage, gari, and granite salad, warm salad.
Is there fish in your starter?
Yes, there's a bit of
And in your main
fish.
too?
No, there's none.
And your dessert?
For my dessert, we have caramelized pineapple wedges, served with a bar pudding, a chocolate mousse, various fruit relish, and caramelized pears, apples, and berries.
Where's the chocolate mousse?
I use them as a drizzle.
I've never seen a mousse used in this fashion before. Okay, Jeremy, what have you done for us here?
My first course meal is boiled stuffed peppers. My filling is sour cream with gari and diced lemon.
Boiled stuffed pepper. So you stuffed the pepper, then you boiled it.
No, I boiled it, then I stuffed it.
Your main?
My main course meal is chicken in batter, the batter being gari. Crusted chicken in batter. I have lemon laced corn and
Pan sauteed. I can help you with all the English. I do it every day. The washing.
That's a big chunk of raw coconut in a soft dessert. The two don't really go together. Chef Rex.
I want to congratulate you on something. You managed to get 3 plates out, and this mousse mixture is actually really good. But right now it's just like a really cold melted chocolate ice cream, unfortunately. I wish you had toasted the coconut. I'm not getting so much of the chili, if you put any chili in at all. Your first course, I'm getting a lot of mayonnaise. No, it's just mayonnaise I get from the filling. Your pasta is actually all right. Your chicken is a little under-seasoned, and I'm not really sure what's happening with the corn.
So you have some tomatoes, a little gari, a little groundnut, then there's cabbage in it, yes, as well as some coconut milk and chicken.
What did you do to your chicken before it went in the sauce?
I mixed it in Knorr and a little white pepper before I threw it into the sauce.
I know. Can you tell us what you have done for starter, main, and dessert, please?
Okay, for starters, I did gari balls with sauteed sweet peppers and onions.
And when you say gari balls, what's in your gari balls?
Water, a little sugar, butter, and then it's meant to be deep fried, but I didn't have oil, so I just used butter too.
Okay. And then what's your main?
Crispy chicken and sauteed cabbage and sweet corn.
Okay.
And then for the dessert, I attempted a souffle and then did like a fruit salad on it.
But, madam,
Yes, please.
before I even hear from the judges, we didn't say souffle for dessert. We said chocolate mousse.
Oh, sorry, chocolate mousse.
So what's the dessert again?
It's supposed to be chocolate mousse.
Chocolate mousse.
Yeah.
Now, sweetie pie.
Sorry, I was...
Your starter actually tastes all right. The taste of it, I was a little skeptical. But for some reason, my corn and cabbage taste the same as my peppers. I'm not sure how that happened, but they taste exactly the same.
They're twins.
They are twins. Non-identical twins, but twins nonetheless.
Good afternoon, sir. A man that wants to impress his wife. What have you cooked for us today? Starter, main, and dessert?
For a starter, we have roasted bell peppers stuffed with sauteed chicken with the garlic chives, some gari, and an egg. Then for the main, Ijebu chicken with sauteed vegetables. We have cabbage, roasted peanuts, and corn. And for dessert, we have caramelized fruits, pear, apple, coconut water, and then the pineapple, and a play on a chocolate mousse.
I like that.
At least you said a play on the chocolate mousse, so we will accept that.
Oh my God.
Do you see See?
It's not that bad. Come
no, my
on.
chicken is that hard.
I just gave up and attacked it with my hand.
Look, it's not that bad, no.
Before I start, the first thing I did was my dessert, my mousse. I made it and I kept it in the fridge to cool. And when there were time to plate, I went there and it was no longer there.
Gone.
But I have the pan that I made it in, and I would love for you guys to taste it and see the texture, because I think one of my contestants here served it.
Okay. So you have a missing mousse, you have a starter, and what about what's your main?
I baked my chicken in the oven, and I was going to serve it in a peanut sauce, but I was having problem with the blender at a point, so I couldn't puree the sauce as smoothly as I wanted it to be.
So you have the chicken ready though?
I have the chicken ready.
Okay, well, let's taste your starter. What's your starter?
It's I try to make like a fritter sort of, but with gari.
Okay.
So this is just gari and like a bell pepper?
Gari, and there's sliced bell peppers inside, the garlic chives, there's eggs, there's a bit of cream, and a bit of black pepper, and some seasoning.
You had a brief that was 3 stages long. You've done a starter, which you can see we really haven't eaten. We didn't really eat the chicken for the main either. There's nothing else that goes with the main ready. I must be honest with you, you're the only person that has a mousse texture.
It's holding up. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you're the only person.
Like, it's
but we haven't seen the actual mousse. I'm sure I take somebody else's pot and they cook their mousse in. It might have set to this degree by now itself also. So I'm a little confused, and I haven't tasted anybody's mousse that's similar to this in terms of texture or taste. So I'm wondering what happened to your mousse. Anyhow.
How did you make your mousse? Just quick run through. What's in here?
I melt the butter, and I also melt the chocolate. Then I have an egg white, which I whisk with my hand, and I chopped my fruit inside. I caramelize the fruit, and I dropped inside the chocolate mousse, and I sprinkle some local gari on top.
And you have the chili in there.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that hits you.
The chili hits, and it's a nice, the sweet, the spicy. It's a little over sweet, maybe, but I like it, and I can taste the caramelization of the fruit in there. It comes through very well, so this works.
What's shocking for me about the dessert is there's lemon in there, and it makes absolute sense.
Yeah,
it makes absolute sense.
And I'm sorry to butt into them speaking. I watched you when you started, and in my mind you were struggling. In my mind, no, obviously it was in my mind, because this dessert, save for this
Garden of Eden thing,
unedible garnish, is actually very good.
Very balanced.
Very balanced. The spice, the lemon, the chocolate, the fruit. It's just, honestly, it's an excellent, excellent, excellent take on a chocolate mousse.
The starter is guacamole with toasted pasta sheets or lasagna sheets. The main is...
And how do you use your ingredients, your must-use ingredients?
The gari is inside the guacamole.
Okay.
And I think I have some pepper, I think.
Okay, and the chives are inside too?
Yes, some chives are inside.
You going to ask a question?
Yeah, I just need to know the Google words to put in, because I need to search for the appetizer on the plate.
No, but you people now,
it's not like my whole hand is on the plate. I still can't find the starter.
No, but haven't you had an amuse bouche before, or a canapé that's very small?
Oh, I found it. It's right here. It's right.
Come on. Get with the program and taste this guacamole.
As Dr. Robert said, it's new age cooking. When you said boiled spaghetti, you literally meant boiled spaghetti.
It's under season, yes.
Uncle, it's not under season.
It's not under season. It's inedible.
Actually, I came round to your station while you were cooking, and I did get the sense that you were working on a lot of little things at once. So you're definitely right when you say you should have cut it down by at least half. What we have here is, but nothing. Yeah, so the elements that you actually got on, the tomato is literally just, I enjoyed the bit, I had a nice roasted bit. No, I had a nice roasted beet, so I got some good smokiness, but that was all that was there. Everything else was just pepper, onion, tomato.
My Knorr cubes are here.
And the flavor is up to 3 times meatier.
3 times?
Yes.
Fun. I can't wait to start cooking.
Joyce, what special flavor do you put in your stew? And how come you're always having so many customers?
It's the Knorr cube, so
Knorr?
the Knorr cube flavor is up to 3 times meatier. Taste some.
I think I'll have some more.
Taste the Knorr difference with up to 3 times meatier flavor.
At ShopRite, we're dedicated to offering you the lowest prices in Nigeria on local and international brands. We also bring you farm-fresh local produce, a wide variety of meat, and oven-fresh bakery goods daily. So you can find everything you need under one roof. We buy up entire crops from farmers and set up long-lasting relationships with local and international suppliers, so we can pass the discounts back to you, our shopper. With over 1,000 stores across the continent, we're Africa's largest retail supermarket group. This means we can buy in bigger bulk than anyone else to help you save on the things you really need, so you can afford that little extra every time. Little wonder we're one of Nigeria's fastest growing retail supermarkets. ShopRite, lower prices you can trust, always.
Hello! Are you one of those who think cooking with gas is not safe? Or are you in the habit of buying gas from just any depot? Let's share some facts that stand Total Gas out from the crowd. Did you know that every single Total Gas cylinder undergoes detailed checks before it goes out? A visual test is done to check that it is free from rust, and a leak test ensures it is safe for use. In addition to all these, we also carry out periodic pressure tests, flame tests, bubble tests, and corrosion tests on every cylinder. Now, when getting your Total Gas, always ensure there is a branded shrink wrap covering the top. This shrink wrap is the seal of quality, accurate quantity, and assurance that it has not been tampered. Be safe. Do not compromise the well-being of your family. Get your trusted Total Gas today.
Total, committed to better energy.
Well, the thing is, 2 words, one, bad dream. Bad dream. It started like I was just in a daze for the first few minutes and all that, but somehow I think it worked out well.
Well, I found it quite competitive. There was a lot of pressure in it, and well, all that sunny disposition of, oh, calm, collected, I'm gonna do it. Phew, that went right out the window when they gave us an hour.
It was a bit difficult. I had to struggle, but I ended up making 3-course meal, like I was asked to do.
As regards the comments of the judges, I think I tried my best, but I have to work extra hard.
I somehow managed, despite my very toasted right arm, to get a main course and a starter out. So well, we thank God for that. Yeah?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again. Congratulations on work well done. Some of you struggled with your simple task for 1 hour. If we call you forward, please come forward, bring your knife block with you. If we ask you to leave, we are sorry. Better luck next time, and you exit with your knife block. Balogu, please come forward. Balogu, what a surprise. I think you surprised all 3 of us with your ability today. You have taken a big leap and gap from the rest of your contestants. On behalf of the brand Knorr and Knorr Taste Quest, you have won 20,000 Naira for being the best on set today. So you are very safe, and you may go back to your station.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'd like Victor to please step forward. I'd like Mr. Idahosa to please step forward as well. The food today wasn't the best. Are you coming? Are we seeing you next time? And any of you going to go home and there's maybe one more person staying, you leave to cook another day. Thank you. You can go back to your station.
Ugochi, no, just stay at your station. You're safe for today. You were the only one who gave us soup. You had gari, we expected soup, and you gave us that. You'll live to cook another day. Lindsay, not the greatest day for you, but you will be cooking next week. We expect to see better time management and a bit more creativity in the kitchen.
Thank you.
Jeremy, please come forward. Our little R&B singer had and all. Not a lot of creativity going on today. Not a lot of creativity going on. But your food was pretty tasty. Going forward, we expect to see you take more risks. Try a little bit harder. You live to cook another day.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, MC, I know. No, you could stay at your station. Joseph and Mr. Davis. All three of you had like maybe one good thing on the seasoned food and just really, we just couldn't really figure out what to do. So I'm afraid I'll ask all three of you to kindly take your knife blocks and stay where you are because we still want to see you cook next week.
Hawa, can you step forward? Onisaturu, Zoe, Shirima, and Dakpo. Even with burning your hand and trying to blow the kitchen up and kill all of us.
Yeah, I attempted to.
Yeah, your food actually tasted very good.
Thank you.
And we're happy to say that you've made it to the next round. You may return to your station. Dakpo, I don't know what you thought you were doing. I have no idea. Chirima, same thing. Zoe, even with your mousse magically disappearing, you couldn't give us 2 complete meals. And Onisaturu, you sent Chef Freganet to a slumber for which he does not want to wake up any longer.
I'm sorry.
Chirima, your journey ends here. I'm sorry. Zoe,
You gone? Are you?
your journey also ends here. I'm sorry. Dakpo and Onisaturu, you were the next bottom 2, which means that you didn't do well at all. We'll see you in the next round. I think for all of you, you should realize that this is truly a competition. It's not a game, and we want the real cooks to stand up. The only reason why Dakpo and Onisaturu remain today is because 2 people were worse off than the 2 of you were. Bring your A game to set the next time, everybody. Thank you very much.
I did my best and I'm among the first to go, sadly, but I didn't plate, so it was my fault. I had my food ready. I should have just plated, no matter what it looked like. So anyway, I wish all those still in the competition very well. And thumbs up to Jeremy. We're rooting for you. Bring it back home to Abuja.
Today was kind of, I don't know, bittersweet or sad because someone actually took my work and then I had nothing to show for it. Because the only thing I was really sure of doing very well from the task they gave us was that mousse. So I spent a lot of time making sure that I got the perfect mousse. And someone grabbed this when I left it in the freezer cooling. So I guess I lost the only wild card I had to play today.
Wow, 14 have become 12 as we sadly lose Chirima and Zoe. The kitchen is getting hotter. Remember that at home you can be a winner on the show. All you have to do is participate in our home quiz. Today's home quiz is: what do you require to make a chocolate mousse? A. Egg white, butter, chocolate. B. Egg yolk, baking soda, chocolate. C. Egg white, cream, chocolate. Send your answer A, B or C to our Facebook page www.facebook.com/Knorr Nigeria. Please inbox your answer. Big thanks go to our judges, Dr. Roberts, Chef Freggs, and our special judge, Chef Imoteda. Thanks for being a part of the show. Also, special thanks to our sponsors, Unilever Nigeria PLC, Total Nigeria PLC, and ShopRite. And our biggest thanks goes out to you for being a part of our quest today. Remember, the show continues next week as Nigeria's search for the very best cook continues. My name is Marian. Thank you for watching.